Okay, good morning. I hope everybody is doing well. Today is Monday, 31st of March, 2025. Is the last trading day of the month of March. And let's see what the market has for us. Now, this week is the first trading day. It's kind of a weird week because it's the first trading day of the week, but the last trading day of the month. And just be careful today. Don't look for much. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to do high time frame analysis today, and then maybe going into tomorrow we will look at the lower time frame, because we need to get a bigger perspective of what might happen, and we then can translate it to the lower time frames tomorrow. Before I do that, just be aware that today is 31st. It's the last trading day, but the first trading day of the week. Hence, we are going to have NFP on Friday. Non-farm employment change. It used to be non-farm payroll. I don't know why they've changed it to non-farm employment change, but yeah, that is coming on Friday. Hence, this week is going to be a little bit dramatic, so just be careful. All right, with that out of the way, let's look at the dollar index from a high time frame perspective. So I'm gonna put it on the weekly and then put this on the daily. And like I said, we will be doing high time frame analysis today. So looking at how the weekly is shaped, I think last week I mentioned that if we end up rejecting the high, then there's a high probability they will take out a weekly low, which they have here, but I'm expecting it to continue going lower, because what I'm seeing based on this big candle, I'm seeing a continuation to the downside. So this candle might be just redistribution, and then we continue going down. Hence, on the daily, you can see we have printed two down candles trading through this down candle here. Now, that is a big change for me, because they've managed to trade through this down candle that they closed above. Going forward, this candle's high, if we close above it, then we might start going up to come and attack this high here before we resume going lower. All right, probably not, but just keep that in mind, that if they go and close above this Friday's high on a closing basis, not when it goes there and take out the high, but on a closing basis, if they can go and close above it, then that will change what I'm expecting. Maybe it might go up and take out this high rather, which is the previous week high, before before they will resume going down. In the month of April, let me bring the screenshot. I think I've shared it before, but let me bring it back again. Okay, let me zoom in over here. All right, so what you're seeing currently is the seasonal tendency for the dollar index. All right, that's the seasonal tendency for the dollar index. Now, because of the nature of how I personally look at price, I take into consideration the seasonality. So here you can see we have the month of April, right? And where my cursor was showing is the 1st of April, and then we have an up movement, then the entire month of April moving to the downside. Okay, so this week, that's what I'm saying, just be mindful. It can go up before going down, or they will just go down, right? So if they do go up, then it will just go and take out this high and then resume going down. Or if they close above this, then put it in mind that they will likely take out this, but once they take it out, don't assume that it's going to continue going up, right? Anticipate a run above the previous day's high and then reject it. I'm actually looking forward to Friday for that to happen. So just be mindful trading today, because anything that is happening today might not be what is going to happen maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. Today is good that it's showing an up candle, because that's how we want it to be. Okay, so the entire month of April, that's what we are anticipating on the dollar index. Okay, so let's go back. Hence, this is why I was saying this is potentially a redistribution. Then we go one more time down. Okay, same thing over to the euro. So this will be potentially reaccumulation, and they will come back above it. So as the dollar drop for the month of April, you also have the euro also going up for the month of April. I don't have, let me see if I can do that. I wish I can give you a preview of that, but because of time, euro is also going to do the opposite, basically, right? And the movement to the upside starts from the 29th, which was Friday. So Friday, I'm not surprised that we had this up candle, right? That's basically how it starts. So let's see if they can sustain price to the upside. If they come back down, just look at it as a manipulation, and then they'll go back up again. And based on how I've taught you, we took out a previous week low here, so they will take out the previous week high. So this week we are likely going to go up here. If they come back down here, immediately anticipate price is going to reject. All right, let's go to British pound. British pound is also the same. If you look at the weekly, you see we took out the previous week high, hence we are likely going to take out a previous week. Sorry, we took out previous week low, so we are likely going to take out previous week high, which is either this and that, or just this one. Now with with British pound, I actually have a trade idea, which last week when the market was about to close, I saw that they placed in a H4 fair value gap over here. So that is where this week your trade idea is going to be. You want to buy this gap. and then aim for the previous week high. So we are looking at for a movement here to go up there. Right now, I'm not saying it's gonna come, and I'm not saying it's gonna go there. Just anticipate a move here to go there. Right? It can be on Friday, it can be on Wednesday, any day. Okay, I like the fact they took our previous week low and then went up, breaking this up candle, leaving a fair value gap. So just anticipate a movement here and then we go up. So that will be the trade idea for the week. I personally like it because we are likely going to take out a previous week high, and this would be a nice area if we can come back there. I don't like anything on the daily because the daily is just a mess, but the H4 is looking good. So yeah, and the time of the day when you come there is also important. Make sure that we come here during the London or New York session. All right. Okay, so that's that for the British pound. Now, moving on to Australian dollar. Now, Australian dollar is coming, I think, right here and there. That's the gap. So watch this level 62383. Watch that. Okay, watch that level because I think when we get there, something will happen. And I like the fact that the week has started and they moving lower first, right? We had a previous week raid. Let me move this. We had a previous week raid over here and then price went up. So the fair value gap that was left right there, that's where you wanna anticipate price coming and then you buy or wait for a confirmation and you buy. As a matter of fact, we do have rate announcement on the Australian dollar early hours tomorrow, which is around 4:30 a.m. So maybe they might use that as a reason to send it back up again. So watch this level and then tomorrow during the 4:30 GMT, which is AM GMT, hopefully we'll be here by then and then anticipate price rejected. This New York session, if we can get there, you can get a scalp. Okay, if you can get there, you can get a scalp just in here. Oops, in here it can give you a scalp. Now what can you do? Just drop down to the H5 or M15, wait for a break above the last up candle as price is dropping. So if this is the last up candle, when we get here, wait for it to break and then buy that up candle. If you want to use the 5 minutes, the same thing. If this is the last up candle, when you get here, wait for that up candle to be broken and then you buy that. Okay, so there you go. New Zealand dollar. Okay, so New Zealand dollar is also looking like it's going to attack this low here, and similar to the Australian dollar, there is no high impact news on the New Zealand dollar this week, but this being an interesting low, once it's taken, it's a daily swing low. Liquidity is going to be here. I was looking for it for this down candle, which is on the daily, not to be taken out, but it looks like they're going to take it out. So you can look for a rejection once we go below it. Remove this because that down candle looks like it's not going to respect. We spent quite a long time in here. Again, look at reasons why I talk about low resistance, right? Even though the trade was not based on this time frame, it was based on the daily, this down candle. But the low resistance idea is so powerful like that. Okay, so that is a sign we will come back there. Once we are below this low, watch this gap. Watch that. We might get a rejection from there. All right. Yeah, so that's that for the New Zealand dollar. Okay, let's go to gold. So gold, I think pretty much they've gone for the projections that I made. This down candle. Okay, so they reached the 2% last week, and we are continuing to go upside. Now let me see if I can get at least some sort of projection to target. Okay, so we don't actually have one. It's extreme bullishness. There's nothing to project right now. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 up candles on the weekly time frame. So we might be due to a down candle very soon. Now from the daily perspective, this 1, 2, so we might have one more down candle, and then that can cause a potential retracement. Just be careful with gold looking for a buy, because it's too high. Okay, be careful looking for buy on gold. It's too high. I don't like it. If you chase this, you might end up being liquidity. So after today, if you are long after today, be careful going long again. You can actually go with the mindset that price has a potential of retracing, right? So you can use the down candle on the H4 as your quote unquote protection. So if you're buying, make sure that you protect yourself with the down candle on the H4 if you're gonna keep buying, or the fair value gap, any of them. This being the gap, your protection still goes for this candle's low anyway. So if you want to keep buying, yes, you can, but it's risky. Just make sure that you're not leaving your stop loss anywhere in here. Okay, your stop loss needs to be below this candle's low, and then you keep buying if you want to keep buying. So that is basically gold for you. Let's look at the oil market, crude oil. So with crude oil, I was looking for it for this high to be taken, but It seems that they are playing around. Now, this year has been a very, very unique year for the crude oil market, because usually this is not what happens. Okay, usually this is not what happens. We normally go up for the month of January to March, and then April we have maybe a pause, and then we continue till June. But this year it's been different. So I've not seen, or I've not experienced this since I started trading crude oil. I've not experienced it before. So it's kind of new to me, where we have the whole 3 months go down for the first 3 months. It's kind of unique. So going forward, I have to just read it based on what is happening. Now, this week or even today, when today closes, we're going to have this line. Okay, we're going to have that line. What does that line represent? It represents the quarter, the 3 months. So after today, we'll have one line showing that the end of the quarter, which is a 3 months candle. Now that 3 months candle, as you can see, has taken out the previous 3 months low, including that one. Went just below it. All right. So if we are rejecting a 3 months candle, then there's a high probability price can go up, because it's rejecting a 3 months candle. The only downside to it is it did not give any fair value gap here, or two, trade above a down candle. The only thing that is done is basically trade through a gap, which is this one here. Okay, that one. That's the only good thing that is done. So this gap here can act as resistance when we start the new month or the new quarter. We can see price come here and then go up, or they can come back down to take this one out again and then break the up candle. Okay, so that's a possibility. Hence, we are going to wait and see how the first week is going to trade. Okay, don't focus on this time frame. Okay, whatever is happening here does not really matter. You need to focus here, because this is what is going to give us a clear view of what's supposed to happen. If you focus here, you might not see what the high time frame wants to do, because now we need to look at the high time frame. When every candle when every candle closes, when I say every candle, when every period, okay, every period, which is the daily, the weekly, the monthly, the quarterly, and the yearly, these time frames, when they do open a new candle, you need to reevaluate what price is going to do based on that time frame. So when the year ended, let's take this 3 months candle out. Okay, so this is when 2024 ended. So when that year ended, you go onto the yearly time frame, right? And then you see what is likely going to happen with the next candle based on the fractal idea. Okay, what's likely going to happen? Because if you have that in your mind, it will give you reasons to do what you need to do on the lower time frame. AKA, for example, when 2022 ended, right, it took out this high. So what's 2023 going to do? Likely going to take out this low. Okay, And then when 2023 ended, we took out this low and then rejected. So what's 2024 going to do? Likely going to take out high, but it didn't. So it ended up as an inside candle. So what's 2025 likely going to do? It's going to take out a high, right? But so far it's taking out a low. So this one, by the way. So if we get a rejection, what is it going to do? It's going to go and take out a high. So we can use the yearly candle to look at what price is likely going to do. Okay, so if I bring out the yearly candle now, that's where we're at now. Okay, so the yearly candle has taken out the previous year's low just by a pip, and then price rejected. Okay, now with that rejection, based on the narrative that I'm giving, what is it likely going to do? Because the the nature of fractals means that whatever happens on the lower time frame will happen on the high time frame. Hence, ignore the idea that this is a 12-month chart and then see this as a daily time frame. If this is a daily time frame, that's exactly what you want to anticipate. It can come down here, and that's why when we were somewhere here, right, I was anticipating them to go down here, because if they had gone there, then that would have cleared the lower low. Okay, it would have cleared out that lower low, and then we'll be free to now go up, because leaving it like this doesn't look good. That's what I was looking for, a continuation to the downside to take out this low. But it's okay, they've taken this one. All we need is a confirmation that they want to go up, and then we'll be good. So how would that confirmation come? Which is now where the 3 months comes in. Okay, so the 3 months rejecting this low, we need a confirmation on at least the weekly time frame, and that weekly time frame confirmation would have to come all the way up here, because that's the last up candle. That's what I'm saying. We can come back down, then we break up the up candle, because we need to break an up candle. If we don't break an up candle, then